Well, I was going to cut some wood right here, but it's now raining again, so I guess I won't. The whole reason why I say I was going to cut some wood out there is because I got out the saw right there. The garage is absolutely filthy, 100% guaranteed. The whole reason why I was going to get out the saw and do cutting and stuff like that was because this, hold on. Oh goodness. Tripods, no. Here we go. Okay. So this, as you can see, is a, okay, so it's like a little stand thing. It's got some carpet on it. Super simple construction. She's got some plywood, 2x4s, and some short little legs. They're only like 8 inches long or so. I'm going to redo this slightly. Inside, which I'll show you here shortly. This is actually a stand for our dog, Renly. And what you're supposed to do with it is you can place her on this. Place is a command that you tell your dog, go place, and your dog will go to there, which is this platform. So she will stay on this platform. She can pretty much do whatever she wants. She can lay down, she can stand up, she can sit, she can sleep, she can roll over, she can do anything that she wants as long as she's on place or on this place. We also have another stand that's outside right now that she can just chill. I mean, there's really nothing special. It doesn't have to be this. But this was in the office, and now that we have a windowsill, it's a little bit taller. She has to stand or sit to be able to look out the window, which is kind of unfortunate, but I had a huge tub that I'm now able to put in front of the window so that she can lay down, sit, stand, whatever, do whatever she wants. She can just go up there and just chill. So this has just been out in the garage for a while now, and I'm actually going to repurpose it. Inside, she has a food bowl that goes on this mat. This is probably a super weird angle. Anyways, so she has a food bowl that goes on this mat and catches, any other runoff, so that's spare food. But she can eat off of this, and then we're going to have her water bowl be here in this area. So that will, currently we have just like cardboard boxes set up that are food dishes on, and her water bowl is just on the floor. So we're going to make this into like a little riser, and then underneath will be a little bit storage for her basket of toys. So what I have done, boop, there we go. Out of my massive wood stack that I have up there, I've got some of this. This is just your standard typical 8-foot long 2x4. Now I actually got this on sale because this is actually a stud 2x4, which don't do if you're doing wood projects. Buy this for your house because this is actually not 96 inches long. It's shorter. It's like 92 or something like that. So just be sure you factor that into your plans. Anyways, so for the legs of this, they're 8 inches or so. I'm actually going to make them into 14, or at least I'm going to make the height of it 14 inches. So, I'm not going to factor in the plywood. So it's going to be 14 inches out of this guy. I'll have 4 sections. That should be more than enough. And then I'm going to get these screwed on. That's where the saw comes in, because now I gotta lop this off into sections. Was going to use the trailer for that, but I guess not. And I'm sweaty because it's 80 degrees out here and 400% humidity. Be sure you always wear eyes and ears. There you go. Just need 4 more of these. Alright, and now I have my 4 boards. Alright, so you're going to hear the fans running in the background. It is just so stinking humid in here. I got to get some sort of airflow through here. Anyways, probably wondering what the dimensions of this are. Currently, it's going to be about 2 feet, actually 2 feet spot on by 20 inches. Close enough. This plywood here is going to be your standard typical 1/2 inch plywood, nothing crazy. So if you have a 2x4 here, you're going to need about a 20.5 span here. And currently there's nothing in the middle. But you have the so 2x4 here just to give a little bit of structural rigidity through the long ways. That's where you really need it. I've stood on this. I've used this as a step stool several times, and it's been completely fine. So this carpet here is actually nailed down. How about that? I did not build this. One of my neighbors did. It looks like the construction is, he's got some nails in it. What is that, 1.5 inches? Just a regular typical wood screw. And he's got 1, 2, probably 3 going down the long ways, and in each 2x4 he's got 2 more. He's also got some nails in here. I assume that they're just there to hold it in place until you could get some nails or some screws in there. And if I didn't mention it before, I actually got this from a neighbor. He used it for a while and then he no longer needed it, so he just gave it to me. This one's different. This is closer to like a 2.5 to 3 inch screw. Alright, and then we've got one going here in the side. I'll probably go back with 2, but you know, to each their own. Yep, and that's another long one. That's what I would typically go with. Okay, there we go. Alright, and these nails were actually just thrown in there via a nail gun. This is probably not how you're supposed to do it, but it's the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and like preset these, so I kind of have an idea where they're at, so I can actually drill it. So what I did was I just used a screw, just drilled a little bit through the plywood, and I actually left a mark on this, so now I can use my drill bit and drill like an 1/8 inch hole right there. Okay, and so I'm pre-drilling it before I actually run in the screw, because if you run in the screw, that forces all the wood to split, and it pushes this out, and it will actually split down the grain, and then it doesn't hold anymore. It's kind of janky. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pre-drill just that one, and I'm going to go through, take off the rest, and then start getting these on. So let's fast forward a little bit. And here is the finished product. As you can see, it does have the longer legs on it. It also has screws on the side. You can see this one. It also has 2 screws coming up from the top. And it did have 2 nails that were put in by a nail gun here on top, which I did not replace just because they're not needed. If I just go back with screws, pilot holes are already drilled in the plywood, so I can just reuse those holes. Now the nails. The carpet is put in with staples. I guess that's the typical thing that you do with carpet. I'm not a carpet guy. But I did repurpose the nails. You can see there's still a few down there. I put the nails just back here on top of the carpet because I tried putting in the staples and they didn't hold, they just bent. So, my solution was I just put a nail in each corner where I pulled it up, and now it's like, you can't even tell that I did anything with it. So then, just fold that back over, and hopefully, she'll be able to eat off of this. If this is too tall, then I'll probably be coming back and chop off legs, but thankfully, this is something that, you know, it can be highly customized to however you like. The step after this, pretty much, just paint or stain or do whatever you want. You don't have to add carpet. Carpet was already here, so it's kind of soft. I fully expect to tear this carpet off and maybe put on some sort of finish or something like that. Maybe a waterproof seal. We did some testing, so that's water there. If the water gets on the carpet, it'll dry. If it gets on the wood, it's going to warp. But we'll try this unfinished, and then once we figure out where it goes and how high it actually needs to be, hopefully this works out, then I'll go ahead and paint it.